Morning. Morning all, Craig Tompkinson here. My wife, we're going up to do the Milo Loop Road. And it's just the old Toyota here. We got the tyres let down. I'm about to let the tyres down, sorry. And if you ever want to come and do it, you've got to get a Cooloola recreational permit, $13.60 or 80 or $14 nearly. And if you're coming down from Gympie and you go past the road to Cooloola Way, it's that way's towards Gympie. And if you're coming that way, back this way, it's 9.2 kilometres. And this is the turn-off you're looking for. To come in, there's a car coming. And yeah, you come in here and it takes us, we're looking for critters and stuff. It takes us 3 or 4 hours to do this loop. And this goes on, this is the King Boars Road as well. But the actual road here, well, it's not here actually, there used to be a tram line coming in and they cut the timber out the scrubs here in the 1880s, 1890s. And it took it down to Poverty Point. The timber that come out of these scrubs here, be the black butt maybe, and the hoop pine and carry pine, maybe carry pine and scrub timbers, beech. Yeah, but anyway, I'm just going to let the tyres down. And that's the road in. Lovely drive, sandy track. Okay, just let the tyres down to 18. This is a national park. So it's a fair bit of sand up here further. Hopefully it's open. So you need your permit, like I said. Your Cooloola Recreational or Cooloola National Park. And like I said, it's 9.2 k's from the turn-off going to Cooloola Way. And Cooloola Way Village. And I'd say it's about, it could be much the same, 7 or 8 k's from Rainbow. So all right, put a few things back in here, go and pick my wife up, and we'll start around the lap on the old lady. Got the hubs in, put her in full drive, drive up here. Okay, full drive vehicles past this point, speed limit 20 k's an hour. This is the Milo Camp Loop Road. Just going to pull up here. You can either go this way, straight in here, and that goes around and comes back out there, or you go in here and go around. It takes 3 or 4 hours if you just poke along and you come out here. So we're going to go in this one, and it's sandy straight up. So if you're going in there, let your tyres down. If you're going this way, you probably get away with not letting your tyres down too much because you come down the hill through the sand. But this is this little railway I was telling you about, the Pettigrew. That little steam wagon. When you come in here, you'll see this up here is a slow gradient, and it goes right through here, and it's actually the railway line, the tramway, sorry, timber tramway, and they cut the timber out of here. But yeah, we're going to go in here. What's it say? 40 kilometres, 4 to 5 hours, and it takes that too. So just poke along steady. All right, I'll give you a little look at when we get up here further. But we got along here further, and it comes in from when my father used to come through, and it used to come through from Coop's Corner off the Cooloola Way Road. And you join up down here further, and it goes out what he used to call the Military Road, and down on Tiwa Beach. And we'll go past Ramsey Scrub down in here, and I'll pull up and show you the entrance to that. I only know that because my father used to be an avid birder and go up in there. The old lady. This is what the track's like. We've had a lot of rain, so it's packed down a bit. Normally it's dug up, but I'm still glad I let my tyres down a bit. It's 18. Country changes a bit now. See that tree straight in front of us is what's called a corkwood with that bark on it. And the top-knot pigeons feed on it. It's all through here, thick. There's another one, there's a couple this there up through the window, corkwood. Has a black long gated berry on it, about 25 mil long, 20 to 25 mil long. It's all through here. That's the type of bush it is there. Beautiful drive this. It's one of my favourite drives now. There's black butts over there. That timber with that black upper has been burnt. That's black butt. Beautiful hardwood timber. Beautiful inside houses. They used to cut this years ago, the timber getters, and my neighbours used to be up in here cutting this, and they'd leave it and cut this country in the summer when it was wet and the sand would be hard and packed from the rain, and the trucks wouldn't get dry bogged in the sand coming out of here. They sort of leave it till this time of the year and cut it. It's lovely that it's locked up, but a shame that all this timber is just going to go to waste over the years. Be hundreds and hundreds and thousands of people's homes be built out of this timber if it was sustainably harvested still. What's this called? Frank's Gulch. It's a little bridge here over one of the creeks. What a little ripper. Draining out of the swamps here. Oh, and she's running beautiful clear water. Look at that. Lovely to have a swim in. It looks like people do. Good drinking water too. You can park down here. Looks like you're allowed to swim in it. There's a set of stairs and that there. I'll walk back and have a bit more of a look. Here's the bridge. Yeah, look. Looks like the national parks have done it up with a nice little walkway. How good's this? Come in here and have a look. Oh, what a beauty. Yeah, that looks a lovely little swimming hole there in the heat of the day. Be Cooloola sedge frogs here for sure. Little yellow frog about that long. Endemic to this area. Or whatever that word is, endemic to this area. Look at that, they've even used stones and that. I do whinge about national parks a lot, but sometimes they do some good things. In this area here, around Cooloola and Rainbow, the national parks blokes here are really nice fellas. Up Fraser too, but in a lot of places, oh, I just... their mentality is just, they think differently. See, that's cork there. See that bark? That's a little cork. I know this because my father used to hunt pigeons years ago when he was a young fella. He would have come along this road, not exactly this road, but up further in 1937 to go to Double Isle the first time with the Grady's. This is it here, that little bush there. That's your cork. It has a berry on it, none on it at the moment. It's amazing. When we get up here up on the ridges, we might see something, and we might even see some what I call flock pigeons, but they're top-knot pigeons. And they're big, beautiful, they're bloody. My father told me they're beautiful eating. They used to come over when he was young fellas and shoot the pigeons, the white-faced pigeons. The wampoo pigeons, but as he got older they stopped because they knew they were getting hunted down, so they give it away, and it was illegal then. So this is going back in the 30s. Beautiful drive through here. Little berries on this tree. I wouldn't be eating them. You just don't know. There was a berry in here. It was a bit different to this. And my dad called it jube. And it grew on his farm in the Wallam at Catharaba. And it was, you could chew on it and it stopped you getting thirsty. And he was told the Aboriginals did the same. Aboriginal people. When my grandfather come to the area, King Billy and his wife were still here, living in the area, and he used to give them food on the banks of the 6 Mile. He'd ride to town and buy a few supplies, and he'd give them tea and sugar and a bit of tucker he could lend them. They were camped there back in 1900s. But yes, this track was all this here, this national park, used to be all forestry, and it was cut for timber for years. Well managed. All the tracks that are here, 90% of them would have been here from the forestry, put them in to haul timber out of. And national parks had their policy for years. They try and just shut it down, but with the big fires they're getting these days, because they're locking these areas up too long without burning them, those big fires are just coming through. Now I see they're getting smart and they're starting to open up all them bloody old snigging tracks and fire tracks, and they can get in and they can fight the fire and backburn it a bit. They've got to change their tune, or the place will just erupt like a bomb like it does down south. Track gets a bit cut up, so that's why I let my tyres down. It's a bit sandy in here. I mean, it's wet looking. If I had my tyres up at 30 even, I reckon I'd be struggling a bit. But it's not too bad. I dropped them to 18. We're just crawling along steady. Nice little view out through there. It goes down here. Oh, I don't know. Oh, there's a little bird flew out of there. Oh, beautiful butterfly. And yeah, come down here. Sorry about my windscreen being dirty. I tried to wipe it with my hat, but I don't know if I wiped the dirt on or off. But yeah, it's just a nice drive. Now, when my dad would have come in, this would have what they call the military road, not the King's War Road. In the 30s, he come in 37, as I was saying, with the Grady boys from Kinkin in an old 2-wheel drive car, a truck. And they would have come through here, they come out through the forestry, over through Como, up through the forestry, over Locks Pinch, down and over the big Noosa, come up to Coops Corner, turn right, out over the little Noosa. There's a bridge here, out here, over here. The old bridge is gone now, but it's just down the road from where the new pump station is for the Cooloola and Rainbow Beach, where they pump their water. And there's this road joins onto that, comes straight through here, follow this road through here, and it drops out on the beach. It's called the military road. The military must have put it in, but now it's the King's Bore or some bloody rubbish. Same at the Leisha track up there. It was named after some boat that washed up. Dad was up there miles before that boat washed up in the 50s. But this goes into what they call Ramsey Scrub. I only know that because my dad told me, and he used to go in there hunting pigeons and scrub turkeys. Go up in here and it goes into a beautiful bit of scrub soon, or it was back down that way a bit. One of these on this corner was Ramsey Scrub. This is this cork again. It's here everywhere, and the birds feed on that when it's got the berries. All right, we're off up this way. We come from that way. We're going down here now. Another nice little young blackbutt there. See how they like hardwood on the bottom and a gum top on them. Beautiful timber, excuse me. Oh, my wife somewhere, she's over looking for critters, I think. Oh yeah, there she is. But yeah, see how they've opened us up in here. It's a beautiful fire break now. This just would have been a 2-wheel drive track when my father comes through. What's that one recording now, is it? Okay. This must be part of either the Great Walk or the Cooloola Walk, or one of the ones. It must go right through here. takes you right through here, along here, and it might even come out back along the road near the forestry, like back towards halfway to Como, around what they call a property called Tarrangara. But I'm sure you might even be able to go right along the sandhills back down to Tiwa. I just don't know where these walks go. Look at that, there's another big cork tree. It's through here everywhere. This is the track. Now I take it back. There's another one there, here's a beauty. See how they've opened this up, made it into a beautiful fire break here. Now this could have been the King's Bore, because Dad comes through in 37. It might have been something here with the timber they were getting out of here, or the old timber getters called it something. But as all I grew up was all, I'm 58, I never heard of it called the King's Bore Road. It was always the military road. But that's not to say it wasn't something else. There's a big, nice big cypress pine up in there. Here's a nice one. Nice. They would have been cutting cypress and blackbutt, bloodwood. There's a bloodwood there. Anything to get a log out in here for timber. There's a nice tree there that's died. Looked like a blackbutt. Hit with lightning or something. Yes, lovely. This will go down here and then we turn left, and you keep from this, keep going straight, and that'll pop you out on the beach at Tiwa. We walked down there last time, drove right through, and just the other end where you drop out on the beach, the freshwater soak there's washed it out and the whole sandhills collapsed. So I don't think they'll ever open it up again, which is a shame. I used to come through here and drive through them in my Hilux in the 80s and 90s. It's a beautiful drive. But now they've done this loop, that's even nicer. It's lovely. A few dead trees along here, like they've been burnt or just died. Big fires probably. They're trying to control them. All right, we keep going a bit further. How pretty is this? Big black butts there, little skinny, he'd be a good line. There's another one just there. Beautiful fire break they got here now. Look at it, they've got it mulched down each side. Cicadas there. Scrub stuff. Get round here further on the track, right round the other end, and it's a beautiful scrub up there. Ah, this is the crossroads. Yeah, it's pretty well signed. There you go, 23.5 k's back that way. That's the King Bore Road. It goes, you follow that down through there, and it comes to like a gate, and you can drop down on the beach. But oh, it's steep. It's still a nice drive to go down. You can drive right in there, and then there's a little turnaround bay. You can turn around in there, just near it. So, but we're going up here along this old forestry sniggered road, I'd say they are, where they used to bring the timber out with the trucks years ago. Beautiful drive. What are we, halfway? I don't know. I should have put a thing on it and see how far it was. How silly am I? Oh yes, I can take it back because it was 9.3 k's from where we drove down from the Cooloola Way turnoff, and we've done 25 k's to here. So it's 14 so k's to here. 15 k's, so it's 23.5, so yeah, so it's about 30 or 40 k's around here. dirty great big, these banksia trees. I mean, it's much the same as Fraser, but it's different in the fact that it's just here at Rainbow Beach. And you haven't got to go over on the ferry and everything. Just nice to come down here and just come around here for a few hours. A lovely drive. Big old blackbutt. Just getting going nicely. Some more cork bushes. You can see where the flock pigeons or top knot pigeons have been camped there, and they put the berries out, and then of course they come up. You can imagine here, turn of the century, would have been hundreds of pigeons here. Thousands of them. They're slowly breeding up again too. Just a lovely drive. All opened up. Some spots. Haven't seen another vehicle. Another track going up in there. Beautiful open here now. Pulled up there before looking for spiders. Found a couple of little ones. Got a photo. Oh, a little bit of a muddy pull up through here. Old lady just crawls up through there, nice, but there's a spot just back there. I was only going to get out. You can see the ocean. See, I could walk up through there, you might see it. That's a pretty high point. Crawl up a tree. I wonder if I did go up there. That looks pretty high. Yeah, you can just see the ocean up here. I'll pull up and have a look, see what I can do. Got to find a spot to park. Yeah, you can just see it out through there. Not the best. But yeah, up really high here. Looking out over the ocean. Nothing that challenging, just in full drive poking along here. Oh, there's a nice little gap. There's the ocean out through there. Oh yeah, there's a sand blow. Oh, actually, I don't know if it is the ocean. Ocean's back out this way. I'll just pull up. I don't know where that is. Sand blow there somewhere. The water's just out here. Through the trees there. Oh yeah, ocean over the top there. Nice looking country. We're up here on the ridges. Yeah, you just can't quite see it, but the, oh, beautiful cool breeze. Yeah, it's out there, beautiful water out there. Anyway. Just sneaking along the ridges. See down over the side here. It's not that steep, but yeah, nice. Oh, I just turned it on because there's a cicada, call it. Cicadas there. Not many, but a few. Righto. In some nice bloody scrub now, what I call scrub. But I think what they call it now is rainforest. But yeah, it just goes from open forest country now into these scrub gullies, and this goes through here all, and there's nice carry pines in it and everything. Up here there's a nice carry pine. Sort of like what's nearly identical now as what goes through the freshwater track through, same sort of scrub. Well, we're just on a different road to it. The Poona Lake is up in here on one of these branches on these roads. Big old tree. There's a carry pine. This is where the tram line come up into this scrub and haul the timber out of here in the 1900s. Took it out to Bullock Point. And once you get along here a bit further, you can see you're actually driving on the old tram line, the road, because it's just got the perfect gradient for a train. I think it was timber was cut out of here till the 90s actually. Then it was turned into national park. Another big carry just there. Side of the steam engine and winch used to haul trucks across this sand ridge. Pettigrew's Railway, 1873 to 1884. Holy 11 years. There you go. So she's all been cut, all the timber here for years. Big old black butt back here. He's a big old ugly looking thing. Oh, but he's got a home for some possums or something in him, I suppose. Some more cork trees there. And younger black butts. Beautiful. Not far from being out now. I don't know how many Ks we've been doing. See how it's dug out here? I'd say it's been dug out by hand. This is the old Tramway Road, rail line. Come up through here, right down through here is just a gentle slope, whatever it's got to be for a train to pull up. It comes down here, and I'm sure down here further we cross a gully and it's been filled in. Beautiful, gentle pull right up around there. I should have filmed a little bit further back. Another cutting here they put in years ago. That's where they use the sand. She's filled this gully in here with this over the side. You can see she's pretty deep. They use that to fill that right in along here and make that so the little train can come through here. Here we go, we're around. And it's 40 kilometres around there. Around the track. that's without taking an extra few kilometres to go down to out to the beach if you want to. You'd have to walk it. It's steep too and really sandy. Okay, we're going to leave you now. I'm going to pump up my tyres. I'll catch you later.